right, in our studio this morning is Robert Baugh. He's the Spiritual Life Director at the Cherokee Home for Children. Good morning to you, Robert.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in and talking to us this morning. First of all, tell me what a Spiritual Life Director is.
Basically, I'm in charge of setting the tempo in the spiritual life of the children there on the home.
I see. Okay, great. Now, the Cherokee Home for Children, tell me what that is.
Cherokee Home for Children is a residential care facility. We get children from all over the state that are just needing a place to live and someone to take care of all their needs, and that's what we do.
Now, I mentioned this earlier this morning too, but I was reading about you here, and it says that you were actually a resident at that home when you were small.
That's right. As a child, for about 2 years, I was there, and the home took care of me, and then likewise, they took care of a bunch of my siblings until they graduated. I was blessed to be adopted pretty early in life, but just an amazing story where God intervened and used the home as the hands and feet of Jesus Christ to take care of me.
Wow, that is great.
And it's so neat that you've come full circle and now you're back there helping other children.
It's a wonderful opportunity, and it's an amazing place where miracles happen daily.
Now, obviously, when you were a child and you were a resident of the home, as you said, you had other family members as well. Obviously, it touched your heart, and you got so much out of it because being back and being the spiritual life director of the school or the home itself, that's a great thing. But what made you decide to do that?
It's just a point that I just try to say yes to what God puts in front of me next, and it just seemed like a natural move. Blessed with an opportunity to come back and serve. Our lives need to be about what we can give back, and God's put on my heart to try and raise the level of care for kids, and I know that if they will get their spiritual walk with God right, then the rest of their life is going to go better. And so just a wonderful opportunity to help kids move into that naturally.
Wow, Robert,
That's
you've
wonderful.
got your head on straight, buddy. I'm telling you that. You mind if I ask you how old you are?
I'm 45.
Wow, he doesn't look
Boy,
it, does
you
it?
wear it well. I'm
He
jealous.
does. Because the reason I asked is because I thought we were talking to a guy in his 20s here, and he sounds so educated and stuff about everything. I'm thinking, wow, he's pretty young to be set like that. But the Cherokee Home, and the reason you're here is because you've got an upcoming auction, the annual auction that's happening on Saturday. Tell us about that.
Well, I tell you what, it's just a fun time. It's kind of hard on my pocketbook. I always say, oh, I'm not going to spend that much. And then I try to play defense and keep my wife out of that area. But the reality is, it's a lot of fun. You never know what you're going to find. And at the end of the day, I usually spend quite a bit of money. And I go home with a bunch of cool stuff that I didn't even know was out there.
Exactly.
But it's just a wonderful opportunity. It's our second biggest fundraiser of the year. And it's a great opportunity for us to just say hello to the community and kind of thank you for coming out. Real relaxed environment. And the trick is just to get your hand up and often when they're bidding, and you'll go home with something that you need.
Now, I suppose that a lot of folks donate to the auction. Give us an idea of some of the items that you have.
There's all sorts of furniture, nice couches, dressers. There's home entertainment centers. There's just amazing what you find out. Some of it's lawn care items. There's washers and dryers. There's just a little bit of everything. And, we've spent the last half a year just going and picking up stuff and people donating, and we're really thankful for that. But it's some of it's antique, which is kind of cool, and that's what kind of hurts our family. And but we actually just end up going home and with some cool stuff that was somebody else's.
There you go. Now, is it too late if there's a business out there listening that would like to donate an item for the auction? Is it too late?
We have trailers pull up the day of, just seconds before the bidding starts. And it's never too late. You give us a call and we will come and pick up your stuff. So
fantastic.
Now, you said it's the annual fundraiser. It's a big fundraiser that you do for Cherokee Home, and I assume that it takes a whole lot of money to operate a home like this.
It does. It's amazing when you think of taking care of up to about 30 kids, and you're providing meals, you're everything they need. So
Yeah.
all the basic needs, and then we go above and beyond that area. If there's counseling services that are needed, if there's just anything those children need, we try to meet those needs as best we can, and that takes money.
Yeah, and parents out there, if you've got or if you've got kids in general, you know how much it costs to raise one or two kids. Imagine 30 plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's why this event is so important.
Now, it's coming up this Saturday at the Cherokee Home, and bidding starts at 9. Now, the Cherokee Home is located between Llano and San Saba on Highway 16. It's easy to locate. I suppose that you can find it pretty easily there.
You can't miss it. There's two big things in Cherokee. One is the school, and then one is the home.
That's pretty easy.
That's
it. Well, Robert, we sure appreciate you coming in and sharing the story with us this morning, and especially the story about being a resident of the home when you're a small boy, and now being the spiritual life director at Cherokee Home for Children. As I said earlier, you get your head on straight, buddy, and it's a pleasure to meet you, and God bless you, and I hope that y'all raise a lot of money at the auction coming up on Saturday.
Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing both of y'all there.